Today, I went to meet my granddaughter's future in-laws. It was at an upscale steakhouse in Manhattan. One of those places where a single meal costs more than most people's weekly groceries. Emma squeezed my hand as we walked in. Grandma, I'm so nervous. But Brandon says his parents are really nice people. I smiled and nodded, but something felt off. Call it intuition. 30 minutes later, that intuition proved correct. Brandon's parents arrived fashionably late. His mother wore head-to-toe designer labels. And his father had that Wall Street swagger, expensive watch, tailored suit, the works. So you must be the bride's side, Mrs. Catherine Morrison said, looking me up and down. I was wearing a simple blazer from Macy's. Emma had on a modest dress I'd bought her. Hello, I'm Margaret Chen, Emma's grandmother. Robert Morrison. This is my wife, Catherine. We sat down. Small talk about the weather, the restaurant, wedding dates. Everything seemed fine until the entrees arrived. So, Emma's parents couldn't make it tonight? Catherine asked. Emma's face fell. Mrs. Morrison, I mentioned before Emma's parents passed away when she was 5. Her grandmother raised her. Oh, right. I must have forgotten. And there's no other family? No aunts, uncles? Just grandma, Emma said quietly. Robert took a sip of his scotch. The Morrisons are a well-established family in this city. My firm handles major real estate developments. In our circle, marriage isn't just about two people, it's about two families coming together. The backgrounds need to match. Match? I asked calmly. Yes. Family standing, social connections, financial compatibility. Look, I'm not saying Emma's not a lovely girl, but we have certain expectations. A prenup, for instance. And there's the matter of wedding contributions. Catherine pulled out her phone. I've made a list of what we expect from the bride's family. The wedding venue, catering, flowers, we're thinking the plaza. Budget around $300,000. The bride's side traditionally covers half. I looked at the list. Impossible numbers for most families. That seems excessive. Excessive? For a Morrison wedding? And frankly, since Emma doesn't have family backing or connections, we'd expect her side to show more investment in this union. Robert leaned back. You have to understand, Brandon went to Yale. He's joining my firm as a partner. We can't have him marry someone who doesn't bring anything to the table. No offense to Emma, but when you grow up without parents, without proper family structure, there are gaps in upbringing. Emma's eyes filled with tears. Dad, that's not fair. Brandon started weakly, but his father cut him off. Brandon, you're too young to understand. This is business. Marriage is business. I set down my napkin and stood up. Emma, we're leaving. Grandma. Now. Emma stood, wiping her eyes. What? Why are you? Catherine looked stunned. I looked at each of them carefully. Thank you for your time tonight. You've shown me exactly who you are. Excuse me? Robert scoffed. We're being realistic, and you're offended? This was never going to work anyway. Wrong league. I stopped and turned back. League? Class isn't bought, Mr. Morrison. It's shown in how you treat people. Tonight, I saw money without class. I took Emma's hand and added one last thing. You'll regret this. Very soon. In the car, Emma broke down crying. I'm so sorry, Grandma. I'm not enough. Stop. You are more than enough. I pulled out my phone and called a number saved as David office. David, it's me. Mrs. Chen, what can I do for you? The Morrison Tower development in Hudson Yards. Pull our investment. All $400 million. But we signed. Pay the penalty. And Morrison Development Group, they're a third-tier contractor. On 3 of our projects, correct? Yes, ma'am. Terminate all contracts. Notify every company in our portfolio no business with Morrison Development Group. Also, call our contacts at Chase and Citi. Robert Morrison has commercial loans maturing this month. No extensions. Understood, Mrs. Chen. I hung up. Emma was asleep beside me, exhausted from crying. People know me as Margaret Chen, a quiet retiree who runs a small nonprofit. What they don't know is that I founded Chen Capital Partners 40 years ago. We manage $15 billion in real estate and venture investments across 3 continents. I built it from nothing after immigrating from Taiwan with $200 in my pocket. When Emma's parents died, I could have raised her in that world: private schools, society events, the whole package. But I wanted her to grow up normal. To be valued for herself, not my money. Today, I used that money as a weapon. For family. 3 days later, Robert Morrison called, begging for a meeting. When he came to my office, he barely resembled the arrogant man from the restaurant. Pale, shaking, desperate. Please, Mrs. Chen, I didn't know who you were. I've lost everything. The banks won't extend my loans. The Hudson Yards deal collapsed. My company's going under. I looked at him coldly. You judged my granddaughter as worthless. Because she didn't have parents or connections. You measured her value in dollars and pedigree. I was wrong. You were cruel. You hurt a kind, brilliant young woman. Because you thought you were better than her. Now you understand money doesn't make you better. Character does. Please, just one chance. Get out. That night, I told Emma the truth about who I was. She was shocked but quickly understood. You wanted me to grow up as just Emma. Yes. And you did. You became someone wonderful, with or without my money. Emma decided to break the engagement completely. She got accepted to a design program in London and left to start fresh. Before she boarded her flight, she hugged me. Thank you for protecting me, Grandma. And for teaching me that my worth isn't in what I have, it's in who I am. Exactly right. Remember this: your value isn't in your bank account, your last name, or who your parents were. It's in how you treat people when you think they have nothing to offer you. That's the real measure of class.